special guest 10-Ton Mojo. Bang your head with Quiet Riot and 10-Ton Mojo, Friday, December 13th at 7:30 p.m. at the Stanley Theater in Utica. Tickets available at the box office, by phone at 315-724-4000 or online at thestanley.org.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
All right, YouTube is up and running. YouTube is up and running. Did I say that? Thank you, Randy, our engineering person. Today, it used to be the engineer had to be right here, and they'd walk in. Usually, it'd be like plumbers.
Right.
But, they'd be bending down and be like, do I have to see this?
Suspenders.
Now they just log in.
We had one with suspenders.
Now they're 500 miles away. They log in and fix everything. It's incredible. Jake, quickly, good morning, Jake. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
All right, your picks, doing well. We're doing well.
Okay.
Here are your picks, starting with tonight's game. It is Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. All right, and then
Eagles-Rams.
Eagles-Rams.
Eagles.
Okay.
And Ravens-Chargers.
Ravens.
Okay. All right, there you go. Thanks.
I'm in the cellar right now, I think.
Yes, you are.
Actually, I think I'm a step above you, believe it or not.
Yeah, Bill and I are right above you.
That's a shocker. Okay, Jake, thank you, man. Have a wonderful day.
You too, guys.
All right, thanks. All right. In studio right now is Tom Highland. Tom with Utica Mac. First of all, I do want to ask you, where are you guys? And I don't have you on camera. I apologize. Where are you guys in terms of this mandate that was supposed to be coming at the end of the year? Then you heard there was maybe
some Department of Environmental Conservation relief.
Somebody stepped in to say we're going to pause it, but then it was said, I don't know if they have the authority to do that.
Okay, so
what a mess.
The short version is that the CARB law goes into effect on January 1st.
Still.
Ugh. And the dealers have to sell an electric vehicle before they can sell any diesel vehicles.
That's
ridiculous.
Have you thought about this solution? For $49.99 at Ollie's, I don't know how long it's going to work, but they have this little truck, and it's battery operated with a remote control. You sell one of those, it's electric.
Oogie, woogie.
And then you sell like a big,
yeah. They're a little bit smarter than that.
They probably are.
Yeah.
Or do you think, really? Are you sure?
No, I'm
Yeah,
not. This law was not thought out before it was enacted. But I'll get back to the basics of it. The DEC wrote an exemption letter for municipalities for snowplows and street cleaning equipment. And a lot of the manufacturers are challenging it because the CARB law, when you accepted it, it had to be accepted in its entirety with no exemptions or alterations. So the DEC wrote an exemption, and it's very hypocritical, first of all, because they're the ones mandating the electric vehicles before the diesels, but they're giving their own municipalities.
Yeah, so they're giving the basically government
Themselves.
agencies or
Exactly.
themselves a break, and
Exactly.
not the private citizens or business owners.
Yeah,
That's
what about
right.
the person who wants to drive a truck across the country?
It's not going to happen.
You're going to buy your truck somewhere else.
Yeah. So
Another state.
Senator Griffo and Assemblywoman Buttonshaw did listen to all the happenings. Hypocrisy. I called the Thruway Authority. I asked them if they had any charging stations. They have no charging stations for trucks. So
Yeah, because that has got to be a different charging station.
Oh, totally.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I have a hybrid,
Right.
and as we're driving the Thruway, which we do often these days, you stop, your wife's got to, go to the bathroom or grab a coffee or whatever it is. I don't know about anybody else, but I want to get to where I'm going. The last thing I'm going to do is, and so you got to pull up, you got to go, and when you go to the charging station, it isn't just plug in. People think it's just plug in. No. You have to either put a credit card in, and usually that doesn't work. They want you to download an app. So you download the app, the correct app, then you got to put your payment information into your app. Then you got to get your phone. I was just doing this the other day, and it just was taking me forever to get it done. And I'm not going to do that because I have a hybrid. I'm just going to keep putting gas in.
Yeah.
You're traveling
I'm not
for
going to charge
pleasure.
it. Correct.
Okay? These people are traveling for work.
And think about it.
Yeah.
Now, I understand if you're a tractor-trailer driver, a lot of times they'll pull off on the thruway and they'll go to sleep. They'll take a couple of hours of sleep. It's mandated. Plugging in there would make sense. But if you're just doing a quick stop, you're not plugging in.
And there is no quick stop.
There aren't any.
The trucks
You're right.
are 3 hours minimum.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Well, if they had a place for trucks to charge like that, that would make a little bit of sense.
Well, think of this.
But they don't have.
How many trucks go into a rest area? 40
There are
at
a lot
time?
of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
40 charging stations.
The draw.
The draw, exactly.
Wow.
You need a substation outside of each rest
You would.
area.
Yeah,
So
we're not ready.
This bill went into effect 2021. So they had 3 years to prepare for it, they being the state.
And we're not
Nothing's
even
been
close.
done.
Think about
Nothing's
this. You take a bus company, school bus company.
Right.
And maybe you're one of the big companies that services more than one district. So like we have in the Utica area, let's say it's Bernie Bus, and they've got 80 buses parked in that lot. You'd have to have 80 charging stations, and to be able to handle that load, we're not there.
So Senator Griffo and Assemblywoman Button-Shahn co-sponsored a bill that's in the Senate right now. It is S as in Sam 9910. It has to pause. They're only asking to pause
you got to pause it.
We're just not ready for it. The manufacturer's not ready for it. The state's not ready for it.
We're not ready. No. I remember years ago, this goes way back before me, the Horse and Buggy Association, they were like, come on, like they're going to put a gas station at every corner, right? I mean,
come on.
You can't, how many cans can you carry in the trunk? You can't carry that many. This isn't going to work. We got to stick with horses.
Yeah.
Now, we allowed the market to develop, right?
Right.
The market developed. Today, government is trying to push this forward, and that doesn't work.
So there are some positives coming down the pike.
Okay, all right.
So with President Trump going into his presidency, he has nominated Lee Zeldin to be the EPA commissioner.
Yeah.
Lee Zeldin is very aware of this law. And
He's also very aware of our area.
Yes, he is.
He's
he is.
spent a lot of time here.
And there's some other local people that are going to be working with him to help this.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Listen, someday we're going to be there.
That's right.
I do believe that someday we're going to be there.
And when there's a demand, hopefully you make a ton of money on them.
That day is not now. And just think about it. This is not a Republican-Democrat issue, although it is being pushed by Democrat governments.
Right.
I will say, but if you're a Democrat running a school district, you're saying no. You don't have to be a Republican to look at logic. So it is although I don't want to get everybody arguing, they'll debate me on that. However, this is just, it's common sense. We're not ready.
It is common sense.
Yeah. Especially these huge trucks that you sell. And then the hit you would end up taking financially.
Well, we're taking it already.
You are.
Okay, because we have lost January, February, and March sales for next year. We needed to place those orders already.
And you can't place them because you don't know where you are. Yeah.
And
right,
we
because they
can't
went somewhere else.
So they went to Pennsylvania or somewhere
Well, they
else.
can't do that. They can't buy a truck in Pennsylvania and bring it back to New York. They've got us locked right down that this is the way it's going to work. You sell an electric truck, and then you can sell the diesels.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm
that's
saying, so let's say you own a private transport company, and you were saying, I was going to go to Utica Mac, but I'm going to just go to Pennsylvania and buy my truck.
he'd have to move his company out of New York State.
Wow.
Because he can't buy a truck out of state and bring it back here. And
really?
Use it.
Okay.
Really. And there's all types of GPS on these trucks now.
And you have to license it.
And you have to license it.
Wow.
And you also have to pay road tax on it. And they see which states the road tax is being paid on. So if it's used more than 40% in New York State, then it's going to be fined.
Wow.
The fine is $47,000.
That is.
I don't know where they came up with that number.
Yeah.
It's 47.
How did you get to 47?
But I have some good news.
And the good news is?
We have an electric truck to give you.
It is electric.
Yes.
And
it is. It's 12 volt.
And it's free and it's easy to charge.
Well, it wasn't free for me.
It wasn't free
But
for you.
It's free for you.
And it's not free for them either, because we're going to try to raise money here. Our campaign this year, we are still going to collect toys, as we do every year. We have a lot of organizations out there that are collecting toys. But in terms of an auction, we're going to be raising money for Real Men Get Tested for Cancer. And it is obviously something for Tim Reed and me. It's a big deal. And it reminds people the importance. Actually, there's a story on the cover of the Daily Sentinel today. MVHS lung cancer patient. I have a second chance at life thanks to early detection.
Boom. What is the money for? Is it to
it simply promotes. And there are, other than if you paid with a credit card, there'd be a credit card fee, but there are no administrative fees whatsoever.
That's good.
Tim and I make zero on it. I produce the commercials for free that we do. And
do you get a sticker if you get tested?
We should
That's
get a
good
sticker.
idea.
We should get stickers.
Like I voted or I got checked.
I like that. Brilliant minds. Or brilliant mind. So we'll have this here in studio next week at some point.
Yes, you will. It's being assembled today.
See it on TV.
Awesome.
It is a Mack truck.
It is a Mack truck, Jack Mack pickup truck.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, and it's a Mack pickup truck.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I like it. We'll donate that. What do you think? We usually start the bidding at like a couple $100.
Yeah, the value of it is $550.
$550. Okay. All
Nice.
right. Sometimes we even sell it for more than the value. That's always nice.
Yes, it is.
We appreciate you guys donating each and every year.
We appreciate what you do, Bill.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Quick break. Davey, we're doing Hobica's free money question of the day this morning and a chance for someone to walk away with a $500 gas card. And we'll get to that. Thank you, Tom. We'll get to that right after the free money question. $250 on the line from Hobica. Davey, you're looking for caller number what right now?
Caller 6.
Sixth caller for $250. We'll do it next. Be caller 6 right now at WIBX.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
My office has its ups and downs.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, one thing's for certain. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast, and you can invite your top choices to apply. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So, for any kind of office.
I'm really going places in my office.
My office has everything you could ever want.
Count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hers weight loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Everyone's talking about the breakthrough of weight loss drugs, but too few can access or afford them. Hers is changing that. At forhers.com/radio, you can access doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you, like GLP-1 weekly injections with the same active ingredients as Ozempic and Wegovy, or oral medications at a fraction of the price. That's right. You'll save up to 89% per month on compounded semaglutide based on pricing through Hers. The same active ingredient as the name brand drug at 89% less. There's no hidden fees and no membership fees. Just one low, transparent price. And the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable doctor-trusted weight loss plans that put you first. That's forhers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
This Thanksgiving, don't let the turkey slow you down. Hi, everyone. This is Lisa from Fit Body Boot Camp. Stay active and feel great this holiday season with me and my team of personal trainers at Fit Body Boot Camp. Whether you're looking to burn off those extra mashed potatoes or start your day with energy, Fit Body Boot Camp has the classes and equipment you need. Just give us a call. You don't want to miss these end-of-the-year specials to help you finish out the year strong. Come see us at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Whitesboro and Clinton.
I'm Joni Grandy, and I invite you to remember a loved one during Hospice's Light Up a Life Holiday Memorial. With a gift of $10, your loved one's name will be displayed on a holiday tree. With a donation of $100, receive a cardinal ornament to symbolize your support of Hospice's mission.
Hospice and Palliative Care, Middle Settlement Road, New Hartford, 315-735-6484, or visit us at hospicecareinc.org. Hospice and Palliative Care. When you need us most.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
Hello, everyone in Central New York. This is Dave Letterman, your old TV pal. Remember me? I'm supposed to say something witty and funny here about Bill Keeler, but I've got nothing. Ever see a picture of this guy? That's a joke in itself. Anyhow, here's Keeler on WIBX.
And now it's time for Habaika's free money question of the day. Yeah. Joseph and Andrew Habaika for all of your legal needs. 315-724-1600. What are you trying to tell me?
You need to put the hotkeys up.
Oh, I'll do that. There we go. And now, here he is to introduce... I don't know, Andrew Dominio. All right, here we go. It's John from East Herkimer, actually, as our person.
Did you put that up?
Yeah, you're up. I think you're up. Yeah.
Nope.
Sounds good.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Very good, Bill. And how are you?
I am wonderful. We're about to give you a chance to win the Habaika free money question of the day. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
All righty. Here we go. This is for $250. And here's your question. The coastline of Florida includes the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean, and this body of water. Ready, go.
The Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, you said that already, but no.
Yes. The Florida coastline. Here was the question. The Florida coastline, and Andrew, you should know this. The Florida coastline includes the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean, and this body of water. Anybody? Without the pressure of the snow that is falling outside our window right now.
Snow.
Without the pressure of the TikTok, the answer is the Caribbean Sea.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is true. So there you go. Well, we'll give you John in East Herkimer. Is it snowing over there yet?
Yep, but just a tad.
Yeah, nothing really bad, but we're getting it. Okay, we're going to give you the all-in-one food and fun card. It's a great gift card, $25, and it's good at any of the restaurants associated with the Comets, Nexus, Adirondack Bank Center, and Babes, and Aquavino, and Taylor and the Cook. You stand by. Davey's going to hook you up.
Thank you, sir.
All right, John. Thank you. And coming up, we're going to do this final gas qualification We're going to do it before 8 o'clock, so stand by on that. Joe Lode, good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted to confirm, Bill, that there is actually snowfall as I'm passing through Barneville. The rooftop of the River Hills Properties building has some snow accumulation already on it.
Okay, already on it. Yeah, I don't think we don't have any accumulation down here, but I think in Madison County, too, they've been nailed with it pretty good. Joe, are you still in the snowmobiling world?
Yes, I am.
All right. And what has it been like the last few years? Do you have to go further up north or fewer opportunities? What's it been like?
Fewer opportunities for sure. Last year I actually rode twice. Now, some of that has to do with my work schedule, obviously, but dedicated, when you finally get a day off and there is snow, you can ride a little bit. I actually put on 158 miles last year. That was it. That's terrible. When you're buying a snowmobile for $18,000 to $20,000 and you divide that cost by miles, you're paying a lot.
Yeah.
So
you're paying a lot.
It's terrible, and I feel for the places. The people that sell the snowmobiles, like over there in Sun and Snow on Commercial Drive, the Sedalis, very good family over there.
Yeah.
You see, and Smith Marine and Bowen's Power Sports. Bowen's been a family business for years down in the valley. But think about this: when you have fewer opportunities to go ride in snowmobile. When the new sleds come in and these manufacturers make you take a certain amount of snowmobiles on your inventory floor plan, you're left with models.
Right.
You're left with them. And then people don't want last year's model because they want this year's model because there's some new advance.
Yes.
It might be the change of a light switch or something. It might be the color. And so it's tough. It's tough for these guys in business in this area. And we don't get snow typically until after Christmas.
Yeah. And sometimes it's after the new year before we really feel any real significant snow. These days, it is completely changed.
Very short season, Bill.
Yeah.
Very short season, number one. And think of the things that the snowmobilers have to do that side-by-side riders don't have to do. Number one, we have to register our snowmobile and insure it and join a club. Side-by-side riders, they don't have to register in the state of New York because New York doesn't have any guidelines for registering side-by-side vehicles.
What is a side-by-side vehicle?
It's like the four-wheeler that you sit in, but you could put up to 4 people in.
Right, 2 seats in the front, 2 seats in the back. Okay. Yeah.
And now, Boonville is in the process of legalizing it in the roads so that they can connect the trail system to the Tug Hill for these side-by-sides.
Okay.
If that happens, Remsen and Forestport will follow suit, and before you know it, the whole world will be taken over by side-by-sides, and there'll be no snowmobiles.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what a shame. I mean, the tourism that we receive here because of snowmobile traffic for traditionally has been a huge number, and boy, it's sadly declining in the area. So.
And if you do some research, Bill, you'll see that the side-by-side four-wheeler communities in the summer have almost tripled the amount of snowmobilers in this area of New York State. And just so you can have an example, a new snowmobile might cost you $18,000 to $20,000.
Yeah.
A new side-by-side could cost you $20,000 to $40,000.
Yeah, some of those are like Cadillacs. Okay,
right.
Joe.
You've got to have money to enjoy the sport these days.
Yeah,
so
you do.
It's getting tough.
All right, Joe, thank you, and good luck out there.
Hey, thank you.
All
I
right,
appreciate
thanks.
the time.
All right. Joe Lode, hearing that on the top of Vickerman Hill, snow accumulation. So it is coming down.
Disgusting.
And we might get a little more on the accumulating side in the valleys than we thought. Because if what's happening right now continues, that snow's coming down pretty good. It's coming down pretty good. All right, before we break, let's take one more shot here at giving away a $500 gas card.
Yeah,
Now,
this
how
is
do we
the
do
last
this?
day to qualify.
It is the final day. So you can download the WIBX 950 app, and you can register right there. It's
I think
free.
maybe instead of truth or crap, they have to answer the question.
I don't think we can change the rules at midweek.
All right.
They're going to win anyway, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to qualify.
Please give me a break. Okay, so you'll qualify to win a $25 gas card. You could do it online, or we'll take caller number what right now, Davey? 5 is what he's
Wait, is
showing
it
me
a 4 or a 5?
with a gesture. It's a 5.
Oh, the thumb. I didn't know if the thumb was in or out.
He's not talking. He's not talking. He's going on mute.
He's having a speech strike.
All right, take caller 5 right now. Who's on 1? Do I have to take that, or is that you can start answering?
Who's on 1? I guess we're just gonna have to take it and find out.
315-736-0186. Chance for you to win a $25 gas card right now from Cliff's Local Markets, and qualify tomorrow for the big drawing of a $500 gas card. This has been a really cool contest, and I believe whoever came up with it, I like it. Nice job. I believe it was Tracy down the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And so, for the last month and maybe a week or two, so for almost a month and a half, we've been giving away $500 Cliff's gas cards every Friday.
Awesome promotion.
Plus another $400.
This is our last week of it.
Another it's almost $1,000 in gas every week being given away here.
It's awesome.
Pretty cool. All right, our contestant is going to be, as Davey is getting there. I'm going to turn his mic on so he can actually tell us.
WIBX, thank you for trying. I have a winner.
Okay, that's what happens in the booth.
Little
behind the scenes.
In the booth.
We now are observing Davey in his natural habitat.
In his natural
Notice
habitat.
as he is answering the phone.
Thank you for trying. Good morning, WIBX. I have a winner.
He speaks very politely.
He tries so hard to be polite to everyone. He really does. I mean, he wants everyone to feel
truly impressive.
Like they're doing the right thing. That they are. Let's see if this is going to work for me.
Hello, William.
Yes. Hi. You're caller number 5. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello, William.
Yes, this is me. You're caller number 5. Congratulations.
Are you ready to try to get the fuel?
Hey, William.
Hey, don't you yell at me, you piece of garbage. Who's our contestant? Is it Tammy?
Yes.
Hello,
Right.
Tammy.
Tammy,
Hello.
we got to go quick.
Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing, Tammy?
It's snowing, Bill. What could be better?
Yuck.
This is my day.
I like your optimism.
Bill, come on.
Are you enjoying?
Come on, Bill.
You're enjoying the snow.
I am loving it.
All
We
right.
need snow. Yes.
Yeah, we do.
No.
I guess. All right, here we go with your questions. This is truth or crap. So you're either going to agree with me or you're going to say you're giving me a line of crap. And Andrew asked the questions, so don't say anything, but wait. Here we go. Question number 1. You need 3 of these.
All right. What city had the first modern Olympic Games?
It was Lake Placid.
That's a bunch of crap, Bill.
Yeah, you're
correct. That's Athens. In soccer, how many players are on the field?
Athens?
Athens.
Well,
Greece.
they had the first non-modern games.
Olympian,
too.
yeah.
All right. You're
In
1 for
soccer,
1.
how many players are on the field for each team?
10 players for each team on the field.
Oh, Bill, I'm not sure about this one, so I'm going to go with you on this one.
Smart.
What? It's 11.
Okay.
Oh, apparently
11.
I'm wrong.
All right.
All right, you're
Which-
1 for 2.
Which boxer could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee?
That was Cassius Clay.
Yes, also Muhammad Ali.
Hey,
Right?
All right, very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And how many points in a
Jeez.
touchdown in American football?
I will not even answer that. Even she knows that. Come on.
I do. 6
Come on.
points and a point for the extra kick.
Just
or 2 for if you run it in.
Just give her the $25 gas card. I'm not even going to screw around. All right, listen, Tammy, you have won a $25 gas card, and from Cliff's Local Markets, and you're in the running tomorrow for $500.
Nice.
Okay?
Bill, it's a great day. Thank you so much.
It is. You stand by. Davey's going to make it even greater.
Enjoy your snow.
Enjoy the snow and
Nice.
stand by, Tammy. We got a break. We have news coming up next top of the hour on a bit of a snowy Thursday morning.
Ever thought of adding an adjustable base to your queen bed at Mattress Express? Buy a Bed Tech adjustable base right now for $9.99 and get a $500 prepaid Visa card. You heard me right. You get half your money back in a prepaid Visa card. Shop Mattress Express.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire experts. Throughout the entire month of November, take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tires, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at TallmansTire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices guaranteed.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome,
W295EI,
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, a Town Square media station.
Standing by his guys. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. The Trump campaign says the release of a police report on a sexual assault allegation against Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth just corroborates that the incident was fully investigated and no charges were filed. A woman in 2017 says Hegseth, then and until this month a Fox News Channel host, assaulted her in a hotel room in Monterey, California. A Hegseth attorney says that what happened was consensual and the woman was paid off to keep Fox from learning about the accusation. Vice President-elect Senator J.D. Vance has been taking nominees around to meet with senators voting on confirmation. Fox's Alexandria Hoff.
According to a Trump official, the president-elect is confident that Senate Republicans will approve his cabinet nominees. But we also know that not all have been won over. So Vice President-elect, he has taken the lead on trying to soothe concerns. Just as yesterday, the focus was on former Congressman Matt Gaetz, whose nomination for Attorney General has been the most controversial. Now, the House Ethics Committee has been investigating Gaetz for alleged sexual misconduct and illicit drug use. Yesterday, a vote was split on party lines whether to publicly release the findings in that report.
A tie vote means no, the report is not being released. The International Criminal Court issues arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes against Palestinians.
The International Criminal Court says it has reasonable grounds to believe the two men intentionally directed attacks against civilians. When prosecutors requested Netanyahu's arrest earlier this year, he called it a moral outrage of historic proportions.
There's also an arrest warrant for a Hamas commander believed to have been killed in an airstrike. Republicans flip a House seat with a close race in Alaska now called for Nick Begich III over Democrat incumbent Mary Peltola. Today in Alabama, Carrie Dale Grayson is scheduled to be the third U.S. inmate executed with nitrogen gas. He's one of 4 people convicted of torturing, murdering, and mutilating a woman hitchhiking in 1994. America's listening to Fox News.
I know it's hard to believe, but Christmas is right around the corner. And if you're thinking about what gift to get the firearms enthusiast that may be on your list this year, I highly recommend. I love this company. The rifles, the shotguns, the revolvers, made right here in America by our friends at Henry Repeating Arms. Now, they've got 200 models to choose from, a wide variety of calibers and styles and prices, and you cannot go wrong with any of them. They're a great company. The easiest way to check out Henry's Firearms is to get a copy of their free holiday gift guide. Just go to their website. It's henryusa.com. Click on the catalog button in the top right-hand corner. They will mail the gift guide and a few decals, and it won't cost you a penny. So if you want to put something made in America under your Christmas tree, make sure you order the free gift guide and get free decals from Henry USA today. That's henryusa.com for a free gift guide and decals. henryusa.com. You're going to love this company. I love this company.
The death penalty is on the table for Brian Kohberger, accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students.
The defense claimed that the death penalty goes against contemporary standards of decency, but the judge pointed to the fact that both the Idaho and the U.S. Supreme Courts say the death penalty is constitutional. Well, the family of Kayla Gonsalves reacted on Facebook with this, quote, We finally have a judge who appears prepared, thoughtful, and well-versed in the legal process. There is a newfound level of seriousness that has been absent for far too long. Justice is moving forward, and we pray that one day in the not-so-distant future it will be served.
Fox's Chanley Painter, the defense is challenging evidence, including search warrants and a DNA match. At least 3 hunters have died in Michigan during this deer hunting season, 2 trying to haul their kills away.
The hunters, men ages 57, 65, and 83, died in Aranac and Tuscola counties. The medical examiner in those counties suggested the Department of Natural Resources should require proof of a physical for hunters, adding, "I've never seen 3 people die in 48 hours from heart attacks while deer hunting before." Firearm deer season began November 15th. Tom Rigotti, Fox News.
Baseball Cy Young Awards for Best Pitcher are announced.
In the American League, there wasn't much question. Detroit Tigers lefty Tarek Skubal leading the league in wins, strikeouts, and ERA, and getting all 30 first-place votes on the same day that he turned 28. The National League Award also goes to a lefty who also won the Triple Crown, as Chris Sale of the Atlanta Braves caps what's been an absolutely incredible comeback. Sale was among the best pitchers of the last decade, finishing in the top 6 of Cy Young voting 7 years in a row from 2012 to 2018. But he was hurt almost every year after that, until he found the fountain of youth at age 35, leading the majors in ERA.
Fox's Greg Thompson. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Good morning. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time, 8:05. I'm Andrew Derminio. Right now, in Marcy.
Right now, in
It
Marcy.
is snowing.
It is snowing.
Accumulatively.
Cumulatively.
36 degrees and snowing.
In other words, there's snow on the ground.
Your full weather forecast is coming up. This update brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. A local group says a deal is in place to purchase the Cazenovia College campus. The organization is called 9 Fresh, and its members have experience in things like law, real estate, venture capital, and economic development. Development plans are in the works, but the campus may be turned into a hotel and office space for companies that work in artificial intelligence, data, and technology. Cazenovia College closed last year due to financial problems. A house fire broke out in a 2-family home on Howard Ave in the city of Utica Wednesday evening at approximately 5:30 p.m. According to Utica Fire Chief Scott Ingersoll, 10 people have been displaced as a result. They are receiving assistance from the Red Cross. No injuries were reported. When they arrived on scene, Utica firefighters observed smoke billowing from the second floor as well as the attic. The fire was discovered in a ceiling on the second floor. Firefighters were able to contain it to the spot before it could spread to the attic. Although the building is damaged, it's repairable. The Utica Fire Department used tarps to limit damage caused by the water used to extinguish the blaze. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Utica police are looking for the public's help in locating a registered sex offender, Raymond C. Wormuth, who is accused of failing to register a new address. 70-year-old Wormuth is registered as a Level 3 sex offender and is required by state law to notify his local law enforcement agency whenever he moves to a new address. Wormuth is wanted by Utica police for failing to register an address. He is described as 6 feet tall and about 160 pounds. According to state records, Wormuth was convicted in Dolgeville in 2003 for attempting to rape a teenage girl. He was sentenced to 12 years in state prison. Anyone with information is asked to call investigator Bill Williams in Utica at 315-725-1744. The Oneida County Sheriff's Office and the Ancient Order of Hibernians in Utica teamed up to deliver turkeys and potatoes to several local food pantries this past week. The Utica University Pioneers football team helped with the heavy lifting and unloading, while Clinton Tractor delivered the potatoes to the Irish Cultural Center after they were locally grown at Proputnowitz Farm in Waterville. The turkeys were purchased from various vendors with donations from Sullivan Contracting in Sequoia, Trinity Services Group in Florida, the Sheriff's Office Law Enforcement Foundation, and the John C. Devereaux Division of the Ancient Order of Hibernians in Utica. A total of 300 turkeys and 5,000 pounds of potatoes were delivered to 13 local food pantries and organizations in the area. We'll speak to Oneida County Sheriff Rob Maciel coming up this hour on this great donation. WIBX 950 AM 92.3 FM News Time 8:08. Your weather forecast is brought to you by Adirondack Home Furniture.
Winter storm watches start in Madison County and point south and southeast into the Catskills and the southern tier. Heavy wet snow there. Most of us seeing through the Mohawk Valley, occasional rain, some moderate to heavier rainfall throughout the day. Close to 40 degrees. More rain tonight may mix with snow late. Some rain and snow tomorrow, but little accumulation expected. I'm Ray Stajic at the Weather Channel, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now, it's snowing. 36.
I have some updates for you.
At 8:09.
It's snowing in Utica. It's snowing in Marcy. Nancy says there's snow on the ground in Utica. And in Rome, there's snow on the ground.
Yuck.
That is my update.
Yeah, well, it's disgusting.
Yeah, although they do say, as you heard from Ray Stajic, we're probably going to turn to all rain in the valley, whereas Madison County and points south of Route 20 probably will be getting snow through the day into tomorrow night potentially, is what they're saying. But right now, snow, so be careful out there on the roads.
Your sports brought to you by IBEW NECA 43, local contractors. The unbeaten Syracuse University men's basketball team will be taking the court in the Big Apple tonight. The Orange are having a showdown with the Texas Longhorns at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. SU has not played since Saturday when the team defeated Youngstown State 104-95, improving its record this season to 3-0. Tip-off this evening is at 7 p.m. and the game airs on ESPN2. The Browns will be looking to ice their division rival Steelers when they visit Huntington Bank Field for Thursday Night Football in Week 12. When the Steelers visit Huntington Bank Field, the game will be right here on WIBX. Cleveland has dropped back-to-back games and is sitting in last place at the AFC North at 2-8. Jameis Winston has taken over at the Browns starting quarterback position after Deshaun Watson was placed on IR. Winston is 1-2 in 3 starts. The Steelers lead the AFC North at 8-2. The owner of the New York Jets appears to be panicking. According to ESPN, Woody Johnson called a meeting on September 30th, one day after the Jets fell by 1 point to the Denver Broncos at home, to discuss the direction of his football team. During that meeting, the Jets owner suggested benching Aaron Rodgers, which stunned the general manager, head coach, coordinators, and other members of the front office.
This is all very interesting.
It is. 8 days later, Johnson fired head coach Robert Saleh. After 3+ seasons in the role, New York is tied for last in the AFC East at 3-8 at the bye and will host the Seattle Seahawks in Week 13. Giants quarterback Tommy DeVito is keeping his focus on football in the second time around as starter. Tommy Cutlets took the NFL by storm last season after leading the struggling G-Men to 3 straight wins. The New Jersey native quickly became a fan favorite, but was named third-string quarterback before the start of this year's training camp. Following the benching of Daniel Jones, DeVito leapt back up Drew Lock on the depth chart and will start Sunday's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This time around, he said he's doing his best to stay off social media and the outside stuff. New York is last in the NFC East at 2-8. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time, 8:12.
I want to tell you about the official coffee of this radio program. It's Daylight Donuts in New Hartford. And you know, they have some really good things for you to try. There's the avocado toast, which is so good on French peasant bread.
From Heidelberg.
From Heidelberg, as you say. Also, there's a chicken salad that is a family recipe from Chuck Sedella's family. And it is homemade and so delicious. Get that on a croissant or a bagel. And, of course, the coffee is Seattle's best. It is so good. All the spices, pumpkin spice, obviously the candy cane flavored lattes, all that stuff back in play right now. And the snowflake rolls for your Thanksgiving dinner. These will melt in your mouth. So delicious. Rolls with a family recipe. You order them by the dozen. You have to be on the list in order to get them. And you'll pick them up the day before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving morning at Daylight Donuts in New Hartford. Order now by calling Daylight Donuts or visiting their store with a very speedy drive-through right there in the village of New Hartford. And Ricky Z reminds all of us that Mazda has been making vehicles that have been winning races and building award-winning vehicles for over 100 years. And right now, at Steve Ponte Mazda, drive a new 2024 Mazda CX-30 SE for only $269 a month on a 36-month lease. Or save with 0% or 0.9% APR financing on select new 2024 Mazdas. See Steve Ponte Mazda for all the details. As Ricky Z says, let's make your deal on a new Mazda, where it's always easy to do business. Steve Ponte Mazda, Commercial Drive in Yorkville. We'll speak with Farmer Ben. They were delivering
Sheriff Mayshall.
We're going to speak with Sheriff Mayshall. They were doing some deliveries yesterday to local people in need. I also have a local business that does not want to be named. Okay.
Okay.
And they would like for our audience to nominate a family in need for the holidays.
I like this.
And they buy food and gifts and that sort of thing. But they don't want this to be, they don't want the name, obviously, of the family to be publicized, nor do they want their name publicized. A nice deed without getting any publicity.
That's awesome.
So what I would ask you is if there's a family that you know, somebody just lost a job, somebody who's struggling, there is that middle class that is the working poor, right? That lower middle class can be very, very difficult. So if you know somebody, call Davey. We would need the name, just the situation, and a phone number to reach them. Call Davey this morning at 315-736-0186, and we have a local business that wants to help out. 315-736-0186. Also later in the hour, John Decker from Gray TV.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire experts. Throughout the entire month of November, take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tires, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at tallmanstire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices guaranteed.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
It's back, our wish list savings event at Steve Ponte Lincoln. Hi, Steve Cater here. Now, 2024 Lincoln Navigators have 0% 60-month or 1.9% 72-month financing. 2024 Lincoln Corsair has 2.9% for 60 months plus a $1,000 rebate. Also, ask about huge savings on our 2024 Nautilus demos. Save thousands. Stop down and see why it's always easy to do business with Steve Ponte Lincoln, Commercial Drive, Yorkville.
For qualified buyers through Ford Motor Credit. See dealer for details.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, if you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Good guy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you you could win $25,000 in home improvement in the $25,000 home improvement giveaway from New York Sash at the Home Show. The Home Show comes in February. Go to their website and register and let their family take care of your family. Could be doors, windows, siding, their brand new bathroom redos in just a couple of days. It's a $25,000 home improvement giveaway, and there's no purchase necessary. Register online at newyorksash.com. It'll be given away at the Home Show coming up in February. Davey, tell me, please, who are you? Who is on the line right now?
You go to sunny Florida.
Okay.
Go to Mar-a-Lago, and he's
Mar-a-Lago. I think the Mar-a-Lago's in East Utica.
Sunny East Utica.
Go to Florida. He's on the line.
Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Donald
God.
J. Trump, president-elect?
Yeah.
Yes, good morning, Mr. President. Good morning.
Well, hello, Bill.
He sounds like he's got a cold.
Davey.
He's got a cold.
Yeah. Well, hello. He was out partying last night, all night long with Representative Gates.
Oh, no.
And has lost his voice entirely. Good morning, Stefan. What's going on?
Well, last night I was at City Hall at the Utica Common Council meeting.
Yes, he let me know that was going on.
Yeah, we saw him on TV. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they gave a proclamation to the North Utica Raiders 12U football team.
I did see that. They what did they do? Did they win a championship, or what happened there?
They won a championship, and they won. They said they won 7-2.
Okay, all right, and they won a championship. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Did you ask any questions last night?
Well, I talked during public comment, and I talked about the homeless situation in Utica.
Okay, all right. And you're obviously that's something near and dear to your heart, right? You really want people to pay attention to the fact that there are people out there that are going to be in the cold this winter.
Yes, and I told them that the weather is turning for the worse, and that we need to help those people that are out on the streets.
Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you for that, Stephen. You have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay, thank you, Bill.
All right, thank
All
you
right,
so
there,
much.
Stephen.
Yesterday, speaking of those people who are in need, we've been talking this morning about this turkey and potato donation, which came from the United County Sheriff's Department. And Sheriff Rob Mashel on the line right now. Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Good. So yesterday, obviously, was a big day.
It was a big day. Actually, the past few days have been very important in this area. And today we're going to finish up the deliveries. But this is following a tradition of several years where the Sheriff's Office, the Sheriff's Foundation, the John C. Devereaux Division of the Ancient Order of Hibernians, obviously headed up, by some great guys, get together each year. We work on getting funding. They make donations. The foundation makes donations. We reach out to the community for additional donations to deliver turkey and potatoes and the fixings and whatnot to all these food pantries. So
nice.
This year we raised a record number of enough money to get 300 turkeys, frozen turkeys.
That's
and
incredible.
We also, and also following a longtime tradition, we purchased 5,000 pounds of potatoes.
Wow.
They come in 50-pound bags, so we have 150-pound bags of potatoes. This is a joint effort by the entire community. Clinton Tractor used their flatbed to haul the potatoes from the farm in Waterville for Putnowitz, where they're grown, down to the Irish Cultural Center, where it's their staging area for everything.
Oh, okay.
Everything gets loaded there. And again, because I'm old and the guys from the Cultural Center are a little older, and Farmer Ben, who's always with us every year, we're all getting a little older. So again, we got Utica University football team. These guys were coming in and tossing these 50-pound bags of potatoes around like they were like bedroom pillows. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And, got everything unloaded, and from there, the piles were separated into 13 different deliveries, going to 13 different food pantries in Utica, Rome, and all the surrounding communities, the southern part of the county, northern part of the county, western and eastern part of the county. We're finishing up the last two up north today. Farmer Ben and I are going to be making deliveries to Boonville and Forestport.
Nice.
It's just, when you talk about community coming together for something, for those in need, this is a really good thing, and it takes a lot of people, but every year it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and hopefully the football players keep coming every year, because these 50-pound bags are getting heavy and heavier every year.
Yeah, and hopefully they keep getting bigger and bigger to keep,
Yeah, I mean, I know potatoes are heavy, but I mean, how big is the Proputowitz farm that they can produce that many potatoes just to donate? I mean, that's pretty impressive.
These farms are enormous.
Well, they actually, we purchase them from them at a discounted rate through our donations, but again, we're getting a great price for them. But they that's their living. They grow potatoes and other fruits and vegetables for they're like a commercial farm. They grow for a living.
I think Sheriff, people would be very surprised to see, and maybe not, but I was, to see the size of the farms today that are really prospering around our area in the region.
Yeah, it's agriculture still remains Oneida County's number one industry. That's why we focus on it a lot. There's a lot of things going on here, but that's a big priority. And but again, without farmers, we have no food. And whether it's the farmers that grow the turkeys or the farmers that grow the potatoes, we're going to make 300 families a little bit happier here this year. And again, it's a really good feeling when you walk away, because there's a lot of negativity. I mean, we deal with negativity every day in our world, but to do stuff like this, it's a great balance. And like I said, to see the kids there helping out, and they did one extra thing, the Irish Cultural Center, they get a huge Christmas tree every year, and it usually takes 10, 12 people to put this Christmas tree up outside. Well, it took 4 football players, and they threw this tree up like it was an artificial one that weighed 5 pounds, and it was like just really neat to see these kids. They obviously they're good athletes, but they too have a great impact on our community. And the coaching programs and athletic programs in our area are second to none. And because it's not just about being on the field playing the game, it's about this stuff too. And this is where it all comes together.
All right, good stuff. By the way, Father Sean O'Brien saying good morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Good morning, Father Sean. He's our chaplain at the sheriff's office. Great friend. And we'll be up in his neck of the woods today, delivering up in Forestport. So
awesome.
maybe I'll pass it on the road on his snowmobile, because it's snowing pretty hard here in Sioux Bend right now.
It is snowing all over. We weren't really expecting.
He actually
this, so.
has the first ever manufactured snowmobile ever in the history of ever. So that's,
Father Sean had the same type of snowmobile that the mailman in Santa Claus Is Coming to Town had in that
exactly
animated program.
That's right.
That's
and then
really
in the
cool.
summer, you can find it on his old Model T.
Model T,
right?
yes,
right.
Model T. So, all right, good stuff, Sheriff. Thank you as always for what you do, and we'll talk again soon.
Sounds great, guys. Have a great day.
All right,
Bye-bye.
thank you, Sheriff Rob Machel. I saw them yesterday as they were making a quick stop over at. I was all over the place yesterday at Boulevard Diner, and I saw
great
Davey.
food.
Jim Rondinelli was there. It was like a reunion over there.
Yeah, he told me yesterday when I was talking to him, he said, I ran into Bill at the Boulevard Diner. I said, why didn't you text me? I would have came right over. I was in the area. He said, I was going to, and then I got talking to Bill, and I totally forgot about it.
He forgot.
He just wanted to have breakfast by himself.
Anyway, I was with my parents for that yesterday, and I just want to tell you what the place does incredibly well. They are a great example of a local restaurant that is absolutely spotless.
Oh, a Boulevard Diner?
Clean as,
Rich and his team, they do a good job.
They do a great job, and those they have that whole bakery section as you're walking in or walking out.
That's a crime. Because you can't walk out or in without looking at it.
Immediately tried to run for the sheriff to say, arrest these people for this. I'm trying to, and we did end up walking away with some stuff that I didn't eat. Not on my diet, but man, did it look good. Last night, the 2024 CMA Music Awards. The Country Music Awards were last night, and here is a montage of I guess it would be a montage of the winners. Here we go. And here it is.
For Single of the Year goes to
White Horse, Chris Stapleton.
The CMA Award for Song of the Year goes to
White Horse.
The best new artist of the year is Megan Maroney.
And the CMA Award for Album of the Year goes to Leather, Cody Johnson.
And the CMA Award for Male Vocalist of the Year goes to
Chris Stapleton.
And the CMA Award for Female Vocalist of the Year goes to Lainey Wilson.
And the CMA Award for Entertainer of the Year goes to Morgan Whalen.
All right, here's the only problem with that. That's Jeff Bridges.
And the CMA Award for Entertainer of the Year goes to Morgan Whalen.
Correct pronunciation is
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Well, he just doesn't pay attention. Nothing wrong with that. Lainey Wilson, Peyton Manning, Luke Bryan hosted. Here are a few of their best jokes to open up.
This is my very first time hosting. I had to ask these co-hosts right here for some advice.
Well, I stepped in and I told Lainey to do what I've done my whole career.
What's that?
When you're in a rut, shake that butt.
You better quit.
And I told Lainey just to smile, have fun, and not listen to a single word Luke Bryan says.
This is the year we discovered that cowboys cry too.
But enough about Jerry Jones.
I love that.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Everything else prior to that, not so
Brooks
funny.
and Dunn are performing tonight. They first teamed up back in 1990.
I remember that, Luke. I saw him that year. How about you, Lainey?
I was born in 1992.
What?
No, this is what I heard. Jelly, he has spent the entire year exercising and eating healthy and drinking less.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Sorry.
Davey, who is Lainey Wilson? Is she like related to any of the Wilsons, like Carney Wilson or any of them?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
she's hot right now.
She's hot. Do you stop there or just right now?
No, performer wise.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of her.
Was she the one was she the one that was drunk on?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So she's making a big recovery. No pun. George Strait received this year's CMA Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award.
I am so grateful and so honored to be on stage here tonight to pay tribute to our king of country, the great George Strait. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio.
Just give it away. There ain't nothing in this house worth fighting over.
Anyway, that's CMA Awards last night.
And real quick, they did a salute. Lainey Wilson, Peyton Manning, and Luke Bryan did a salute to the late, great Toby Keith. They all raised up red Solo cups.
Oh, that's cool. That was very nice.
It looked awesome. The whole crowd and the people that were in the audience held up red Solo cups.
Little tear in your eye with that last night, Davey?
Tear in the beer.
I usually don't stay up for it, but I stayed up for it
but
last
you
night
did.
because I love country music.
Mike says, I just heard the ad for the Stanley. The band that's going to be playing there is 10 Ton Mojo. You got to get Davey to go there. You got to get Davey to go to that. All right, got a break. Hold it. Davey and his mojo.
There you go.
You got some mojo in that laugh right there. Wow. I got a break. Andrew, I got a break. Got a break, Davey. And coming up, John Decker from Gray TV.
This November, Steve Ponte Chevrolet celebrates Military Appreciation Month. For all past and present military members, we have exclusive savings for you. Get 0% financing and additional rebates on our top vehicles, like the all-new 2025 Equinox LT all-wheel drive. Drive it home with 0% financing and a $1,000 rebate. Or lease it for only $399 a month for 36 months with 10,000 miles per year. Check out our huge selection of red tag vehicles. Together, let's drive. See why it's always easy to do business at Steve Ponte Chevrolet in Herkimer or at StevePonteChevy.com. Customers must qualify with top-tier credit through GM Financial. Must qualify for military discount. Finance offers require a 2010 or newer Chevrolet trade-in. 0% financing for up to 36 months on Equinox stock number 25129. Lease must have current Chevy lease and household. All taxes, fees, $1,000 down, and first payment due on delivery. Must take delivery by November 30th. See salesperson for details.
Black Friday is on at Mattress Express. It's time to save, and that includes at our new store in Auburn in the Tractor Supply Plaza, largest bedding store in the Finger Lakes, if not New York State. Listen to this. On select sets, Purple, save up to $1,000. Puffy, $1,350. Tempur-Pedic, $500. Sealy, $400. Stearns & Foster, $800. 5 years to pay for anything in the store with no money down for qualified buyers, as well as no credit check payment plans. That includes massage chairs. Great Christmas gift, hint, hint. How about the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort? Before you buy a bed, you can make soft or firm. Shop ours. 25-year warranty, reversible cover, cool for summer, warm for winter. The Flex Head option in king or queen. 5 years, no interest, no money down for qualified buyers, and a $1,000 prepaid Visa card. Go to mattressexpressny.com for locations. Call 1-800-NEW-BEDS and check out our new store in Auburn in the Tractor Supply Plaza.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Did you know that men across the country are getting their ED meds at TriRexMD.com and saving thousands of dollars? TriRexMD.com has FDA-approved ED meds and is now offering sample packs. Listen to what guys are saying about TriRexMD.com.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
I walk a little taller when I'm using the product, knowing what the results are going to be.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Visit TriRexMD.com. Your consultation is free, there's no copays, no doctor office visits, and your shipping is always free. You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TriRexMD.com with generics, if appropriate. Visit TriRexMD.com right now to get your sample pack. That's TriRexMD.com.
Scott and Jill here from New York Sash to tell you about our $25,000 home improvement giveaway.
You can enter to win $25,000 in new windows, siding, bath, or doors professionally installed by New York Sash. And we'll pick the winner live at the 2025 Home Show at the Nexus Center this February.
Just think about all the home renovations you can do with $25,000. Gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, stunning vinyl siding, a new bath remodel, or an entry door.
One lucky homeowner in Central New York will win, so why not you? There's no purchase necessary, but you have to be in it to win it.
So enter the $25,000 home improvement giveaway today at NewYorkSash.com/win. That's NewYorkSash.com/win, or enter in person at our showroom at 349 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro.
And you can be the lucky winner of the $25,000 home improvement giveaway from New York Sash at the Home Show.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
I know someone out there who has turned 60 years old this week. And someone who is adding a little commentary on that. You want to hear it? You know you're 60 when you're on the elevator and your favorite song comes on. You know you're 60 when getting lucky means a short wait in the doctor's office. You know you're 60 when your back goes out more often than you do. You know you're 60 when you have a party and the neighbors don't even realize. You know you're 60 when a kid you once babysat is now your lawyer. Don't let your 60th birthday get you down. It'll take a forklift to get you back up.
That's quite apropos today.
Yeah. Don't feel bad about turning 60. At least none of your teenage mistakes are immortalized on the internet. That is true. Imagine if there was an internet back then. 60 means you're just as attractive as ever, just with a few more gray hairs. Oh, wait. Maybe no hair.
Oh.
Bada-boom.
So am I okay to say this?
No. Let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. That's all I want to do. I'm absolutely sure. Okay. Do you know me?
I do know
new
you.
docuseries about Joe Francis and Girls Gone Wild.
Could we just wish that person a happy 60th birthday that you're talking about?
Happy birthday, Bob.
Happy birthday from me.
From Davey. Happy birthday, Bob. A new docuseries about Joe Francis and Girls Gone Wild is coming out. Here's part of the trailer. Is it going to play?
Blew my mind what Joe Francis was able to convince these young girls to do.
Joe Francis was everywhere.
He's hanging out with famous people. In the first 2 years, Girls Gone Wild made $20 million.
Girls were already pulling their tops off and flashing the jet as we were pulling in.
I never thought that would come back and haunt me. For 20 years.
I was too young to be taped.
I first realized that these girls were minors when I got arrested. Joe was out of control.
He's been a fugitive for a decade now.
Do you feel bad for the girls?
Did you imagine that one day you'd be sitting in a chair to talk about Girls Gone Wild?
I figured at some point I get a knock on the door.
So I just, underage. A lot of them were underage. They were just coming out and no forms signed, no waivers, no nothing. On one hand, you look at that and it's like that's dangerous and irresponsible. On the other hand, if you're a 20-year-old girl out there and you're getting drunk and lifting your top and coming back and saying, "I never realized it would come back to haunt me," well, you weren't thinking.
Well, it's interesting, too, because at that time when those videos were being produced, that series was being produced, the internet wasn't what it was.
That is true. So these were DVDs.
Yes, it was going to DVD and tape, but, ultimately that probably found a new life on the internet once that came into fruition.
I'm sure it did. Yeah, absolutely did. Back in 1916, as part of a local promotion, Morehouse Bakery in Lawrence, Mass., made the decision to print Babe Ruth rookie cards. Those cards have since become so rare that many people even questioned if they existed until the bell went off.
Every time a bell rings,
there's a Babe Ruth card that has surfaced. A man who understandably chose to remain anonymous recently rummaged through a box of 100 of those bakery cards that his dad used to collect and managed to find 2 Babe Ruth cards.
Wow, like these were rookie cards or just regular
these
cards?
These are just whatever they did. It's whatever they put out. This bakery, and so it's a bakery in Massachusetts. So it must have been when Babe Ruth was with Boston.
Wow, that's way back.
Yes. Anyway, the 2 cards. One of them is in better condition. It's expected to fetch an estimated $500,000. At an auction that will begin tomorrow through Robert Edwards Auctions. How about that?
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty darn cool.
You want some comments?
I'll get to that.
Okay, don't yell.
You have comments. Apparently, you really want to get them in there.
Well, no, I just want to make sure I don't forget them,
If it has a major artistic, historical, or cultural significance, it's probably represented somewhere in the Smithsonian. Would you agree?
Yes.
Whatever we're talking about. In the Smithsonian's National Numismatic Collection, you'll find gold bars, banknotes, gold coins dating back to the 14th century, and one very special, valuable MacBook computer. As part of their collection, the museum has welcomed the laptop that once contained the keys to $3.6 billion in stolen Bitcoin. It once belonged to Chris Januszewski, who's now an IRS criminal investigator who was instrumental in taking down Razzlecon, the moniker used by the convicted Bitcoin thieves and launderers. At the time of their heist, the Bitcoin was said to be worth $70. By the time they were convicted, the value had ballooned to over $3 billion.
Holy moly.
Isn't that amazing? And then one more, if I could, before you give us comments. For a select group of Americans, the return of McDonald's McRib sandwich.
Yeah. It seems like they release it and take it off the menu 3 or 4 times a year.
Do you know the date when it's coming back?
I don't.
This comes just 2 years after the McRib farewell tour was announced.
Oh, so it's been gone for 2 years?
It has been. It is coming back on December 3rd. Well, if it doesn't apply to classic rock bands who call it quits and then go out on the road again. It shouldn't apply to McRib either, right? Along with the return of the sandwich at participating McDonald's locations, there will also be limited edition half-gallon jugs of the McRib barbecue sauce. Half-gallon jugs for $19.99. If it's your thing, get it while you can because it'll be gone soon and then back again and then gone again and back. So be aware of all of that.
All right, some comments. Continuing with the earlier discussion from Big Honey, his comment is, if the union protects the teachers, then who is protecting the students' quality of education that they are receiving from these teachers? There are no checks and balances in place for our educators.
Oh, that is just bullcrap, and I'm sorry. Do not get me going. No, you're under a rock in Hecla, and just stay there.
Okay.
Right.
John in Deerfield, I am the president of my small union, 15 to 25 members. Transparency has been an issue in understanding what the union does for you. That has been a point of emphasis for me in my role. Protect the work first, pay is second, and benefits third.
You know, the other thing I think that what happened with many unions in the 70s and 80s, mainly in the 80s maybe, and maybe the 70s too, is it just became, there were points where it became piggish. Where, you know, you're getting a good working wage, you're getting this, you're getting that, and then all of a sudden, part of your contract, you want everybody to get their birthday off, and then you want this, and you want that. All of a sudden, the average American looking at that was like, this is ridiculous.
Well, some are arguing that the dock workers, the more recent strike that got resolved until January, that their demands were kind of outlandish.
I agree.
You know,
and
like
well,
doubling the pay.
That's exactly right. You end up asking for too much, and you lose the general public with that. Because I got to tell you, a lot of people today, if they're working, they don't have a pension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Patty in Rome, I believe it was last week, I won the $25 gas card. I received a call yesterday about picking that up, plus the $500 gas card.
She didn't know.
She must have not been listening.
She
Friday.
did not know she won last Friday's $500 gas card.
I was so excited. I can't thank you all enough for the surprise. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving and Christmas. I know you made mine.
Well, that's wonderful.
And Darlene in Sequoit, accumulating in Sequoit also. The dreaded snow.
It is accumulating all over. What's it look like out there now? It seems to be snowing a little lighter now here. It's not even snowing here at all. It's turned to kind of fog. Some fog out there. Hold tight. We're going to talk to John Decker from Gray TV coming right up at WIBX.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflush.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflush.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflush.com.
Hi, it's James.
And Megan from Destination Kia of Utica.
And one of the best things about being a family-owned local business
is that we get to give back thanks to our customers.
And we're going to have some fun doing it with our kooky charity challenge. Here's how it works.
Puppies and babies not included. I've said it hundreds of times, but now we want you to say it.
Team up with a local charity or youth sports team and upload a creative video saying our tagline. The top vote getters will share in $20,000 in donations.
And be featured in hundreds of commercials. Go to DestinationKiaofUtica.com for all the info.
Supporting the community and giving local, now that's kooky!
So go kooky for Kia at Destination Kia of Utica. Puppies and babies not included.
See rules at DestinationKia.com. No purchase necessary. No prizes. These are charity donations and sponsorships only.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life.
Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com. Don't miss out on Black Friday sales live now through November 30th.
When you don't have enough to eat, all you think about is food. That makes it hard to give your best.
Nearly impossible to feel your best.
And it makes tough decisions even tougher.
At Food Bank of Central New York, all we think about is food too, and how to get it to the people who need it most. Think you can help? Give today at foodbankcny.org.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
This is Keeler in the Morning, WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Hey, it's the final days, the final weeks of All Seasons Outfitters closing for retirement sale. Now you can save up to 75%. Everything must go. Every department is on sale. Everything must go. Winter wear, hunting and fishing, camping, workwear, hiking and footwear. Even the fixtures and the office furniture, everything must go. The store is closing for retirement, and they're having a big sale. Season Outfitters, save up to 75% today. Visit All Season Outfitters today or find out more on Facebook at allseasonsoutfitter.com. That is their website. 75% off right now. Pretty good. We talk about kids and, they're not learning. They maybe not be performing the way they used to, although as bad as kids are today, trust me, they, in their little finger, they outperform their parents and what they did in school by a tenfold.
Yeah.
We can't even figure out the math that they do, but they can figure it out. A 6-year-old kid in Texas was locked in a laundromat dryer by 3 adults.
Oh, my gosh.
After he lost a bag of potato chips. That was punishment. Sometimes we say kids aren't punished anymore, but I'm not sure this is a good way to punish a kid.
No.
Here's a judge talking about the incident and what was actually caught on video, so they know what happened.
In the video, according to the officer, they see you taking this 6-year-old child, evidently putting his legs out and trying to keep from getting stuffed into the dryer. They see you trying to shove him into a dryer.
Yeah. Well, you lost a bag of potato chips.
What a dumb, what those people are.
You think? Miller Lite is releasing a limited edition Yule Lager. Get it?
Yes.
Yule Lager, which they describe as a digital beer pouring fireplace. It's basically a piece of furniture and doesn't connect with an actual fireplace. It includes a custom LED screen that makes it look like you've got a real fire going, along with a custom audio track of crackling, like a crackling fire.
Yes.
Here are some of the audio tracks with beer sound effects combined along with it.
Oh.
All right, that's what it sounds like.
Okay, that kind of annoying sound.
The man behind the infamous Willy Wonka experience. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, it's like a real-life golden ticket,
yes.
chocolate factory turning kids into blueberries.
You'd come in, and you'd pay to come in, and you'd get to see him, and he'd be Willy Wonka and all of that. By the way, he's been placed on the sex offenders registry.
Oh, of course he
for
was.
going after a woman with unwanted sexual messages and explicit photos. Here, look at me. I mean, does anybody really think that's going to work?
Nope.
In case you don't remember the Wonka, I would think that maybe if you are in a relationship and you guys are doing really well and, she's sending you photos, you're sending her photos, okay, that would be consensual. But thinking that you sending her a picture of your junk is going to change his mind or her mind into saying, after seeing that,
well, in that case,
I think I'd like to date this guy.
Ew.
Anyway, he is the Wonka experience is something that is no longer, at least in this case.
Wanka experience.
John Decker is the chief White House correspondent with Gray TV, and he is on the line right now. John, good morning.
Good morning to you, Bill. Hope you're doing well today.
Doing well. Great to hear from you. I got a lot to ask. What do you think? Let's start right out. What do you think is going to happen with the sentencing of Donald Trump in New York, being a state charge? Do you think the judge is going to throw all of this out, or just basically say, probation for a day and it's over?
Yeah, I have no idea. I do not know what he's going to do. It's going to be interesting to see what Judge Juan Marchand does in that particular case. And that is, I think, what the Trump defense team wants to know. I don't think you're going to see prison time. I'd be shocked by that. But you never know, in terms of what kind of sentence Donald Trump will get for being convicted of those 34 counts.
I believe it only would hold a sentence of about up to 4 years. Is that true?
That is true. But, look, I think that we're talking about, the mitigating circumstances, first-time offender, that type of thing. It would just shock me if we're talking about any kind of prison time here.
Well, and it may play a little role of the fact that he was just elected president of the United States. That probably plays an interesting role, I would assume.
That's right.
Yeah.
John, that's exactly right. It does play a part in that.
Yeah.
John, a question we posed to another guest earlier in the week, I'll pose to you, being an attorney. What does it do for the appeal process? Would his legal team still be able to appeal these convictions in the current state as president-elect and then eventually president, or would there have to be some sort of sentencing prior to that happening?
Oh, okay. So, no, if there is a sentence, that's what would happen first.
Right.
You have to appeal the sentence. So you'd have to, either that, or potentially the judge could say, I'm going to hold off on this until Donald Trump leaves office. I mean, that's a possibility that he could also do, given what the Supreme Court has said about presidential immunity.
I guess I was meaning just the appealing of the conviction itself, not just the sentencing.
Well,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, you have to wait until the process plays itself out. So
Gotcha.
you're going to appeal the sentence that's ultimately handed down by this judge, and we'll see ultimately where that goes.
Speaking with John Decker, chief White House correspondent with Gray TV, let's talk about the thing everybody's talking about, the many things, the nominations. What are your thoughts?
Well, let me give you my thoughts on Matt Gaetz. He's getting certainly a lot of attention. I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to be the next attorney general. The allegations against him are really serious, number one. You're talking about sexual misconduct. You're talking about illicit drug use, using campaign funds for personal use. That last one that I mentioned is the one that is sending George Santos to jail. He's going to jail for that. And it's interesting that the House Ethics Committee decided to block release of that report along party lines. They voted on that yesterday. But he being Matt Gaetz, has not done himself any favors because of the fact that he's insulted a number of Republican senators who will ultimately pass judgment on his nomination.
Yeah. And then some of the others. We were talking about Linda McMahon, and as something in business, the nomination would make sense. But as education, the head of the education department, which we don't even know how long that's going to be around, that's getting the criticism that we're hearing right now. It's not necessarily her, it's just which position she was nominated to.
Yeah, no, I get that. You often have people that are worked into positions that you can't really figure out where are the qualifications for that person to, be the leaders of that particular federal department. And you hear that with Linda Gaetz, and as it relates to the Department of Education, to me, Commerce made more sense because she was the former head of the Small Business Administration during the first Trump administration. They needed to find a slot for her, and that's where they found that slot. To me, there are other places. It could have been labor, for instance, but rather than a Department of Education. So we'll see. I think that what Donald Trump wants is, as you mentioned, to wind down the Department of Education, and what better person than a loyalist to be in charge of that effort.
Yeah. And then finally, I wanted to ask you your take on the Democrats' attempt to get confirmed a number of federal judges and federal nominations there, and they may very well need the vice president to break the tie. What do you think?
Well, what has happened over the course of the past week is there are a number of Republicans that haven't been doing their job. They're not in Washington, and as a result, Democrats have had the numbers to move forward during this lame duck session of the Senate on these nominees for federal judgeships, lifetime appointments. And if Republican senators don't show up, Democrats can continue doing that until the numbers are there to from the Republican perspective, block those nominations.
And this is really kind of something that happens at the end of an administration's tenure, and the outgoing administration. They tend to try to cram in as many as possible. I do think the Democrats have it maybe on steroids here. They may be doing more than in previous ends of administrations.
Well, that's true. But having said that, that judge down in Florida, the federal judge down in Florida named Eileen Cannon. That person?
Yep.
She's the person is leading the person presiding over that documents case in Florida. She got nominated for a federal judgeship, lifetime appointment, during the lame duck session of Congress when Donald Trump lost.
Wow, that's amazing.
So,
John, as always, we appreciate the time. Thank you so much. We'll talk next week.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome, W295EI, WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, a Town Square media station.
He said, she said. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Police in Monterey, California released a report on a sexual assault allegation made in 2017 against Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth. The woman says the now former Fox News Channel host assaulted her in a hotel room and believes she may have been drugged. He has said the encounter was consensual. The Trump campaign says the report shows the claim was investigated with no charges filed. Some Democrats and Republicans want a report on President-elect Trump's Attorney General nominee made public.
Illinois Democrat Sean Casten and Tennessee Democrat Steve Cohen have both introduced resolutions that would compel the House Ethics Committee to release its report into former Congressman Matt Gaetz, which looks into allegations of sexual misconduct and illicit drug use. Casten spoke after filing the resolution.
I think our hope for all of us who care about American democracy and the rule of law and respecting the claims of the women.
The House Ethics Committee is divided over party lines on whether to release the report. The committee is set to meet again in December and revisit the matter. House Speaker Mike Johnson is against releasing the report since Gaetz is no longer a member of Congress. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel rejects with disgust an international criminal court warrant for his arrest. He's accused of crimes against humanity during the war in Gaza against Hamas militants.
Netanyahu and his former defense minister Yoav Gallant are accused of murder, persecution, and using starvation as a method of war. Hamas says the arrest warrants are a step towards justice. ICC member states are now obliged to arrest the two men. The Netherlands, where the court is based, says it's willing to do just that. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
The number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits falls slightly again last week to 213,000, but the number of people currently on unemployment hits 1.9 million, the most in 3 years, in part because of Boeing-related layoffs and recent hurricanes. America's listening to Fox News.
I know it's hard to believe, but Christmas is right around the corner. And if you're thinking about what gift to get the firearms enthusiast that may be on your list this year, I highly recommend. I love this company. The rifles, the shotguns, the revolvers, made right here in America by our friends at Henry Repeating Arms. Now, they've got 200 models to choose from, a wide variety of calibers and styles and prices, and you cannot go wrong with any of them. The great company. The easiest way to check out Henry's Firearms is to get a copy of their free holiday gift guide. Just go to their website. It's henryusa.com. Click on the catalog button in the top right-hand corner. They will mail the gift guide and a few decals, and it won't cost you a penny. So if you want to put something made in America under your Christmas tree, make sure you order the free gift guide and get free decals from Henry USA today. That's henryusa.com for a free gift guide and decals. henryusa.com. You're going to love this company. I love this company.
Good morning, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time, 9:03. I'm Andrew Derminio. This update brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Area snow showers and 36 degrees, cloudy otherwise. Your full weather forecast is coming up. A local group says a deal is in place to purchase the Cazenovia College campus. The organization is called Nine Fresh, and its members have experience in things like law, real estate, venture capital, and economic development. Development plans are in the works, but the campus may be turned into a hotel and office space for companies that work in artificial intelligence, data, and technology. Cazenovia College closed last year due to financial problems. A fire broke out at a home on Howard Avenue in the city of Utica. The fire happened Wednesday evening at approximately 5:30. Utica Fire Chief Scott Ingersoll says 10 people have been displaced as a result of the blaze. No injuries were reported. When they arrived on scene, firefighters observed smoke billowing from the second floor as well as the attic. Firefighters were able to contain it to that area before it could spread to the attic. Although the building is damaged, it is repairable. The Utica Fire Department used tarps to limit damage caused by water used to extinguish the flames. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. A major policy change is going to be in effect for certain SPAC concerts once the 2025 season begins. Guests will no longer be able to bring in their own lawn chairs for Live Nation events. Chairs can be rented for a $15 fee and must be turned over at the end of each show. The policy does not apply to performances during the Jazz Festival, New York City Ballet, or Philadelphia Orchestra. And the unbeaten Syracuse University men's basketball team will be taking the court in the Big Apple tonight. The Orange are having a showdown with the Texas Longhorns at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. SU has not played since Saturday when the team defeated Youngstown State in double overtime 104-95, improving its record this season to 3-0. Tip-off this evening is at 7 p.m. and the game airs on ESPN2. It is 9:05. Your weather for today: rain and snow mixing with a high in the upper 30s. Rain overnight with a low in the mid-30s. Then rain and snow likely tomorrow. Cloudy with a low in the low 40s. Brian Kilmeade next on WIBX.
Election is over and laughter is back as the Rome Capitol Theater presents comedian Jimmy Fallon for one night only, Friday, December 6th at 8 p.m. Hosted Fox Across America with Jimmy Fallon and Fox News Saturday night on the Fox News Channel with special guest comedians Michael Connor and Karen Rontowski. It's a night of laughs with a portion of the proceeds benefiting Rome tornado relief. Tickets are on sale now for Jimmy Fallon at the Rome Capitol Theater, December 6th, 8 p.m. Get your tickets now at the box office or at romecapital.com.
You're listening to The Brian Kilmeade Show, only on WIBX, 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
From high atop Fox News headquarters in New York City, always seeking solutions, never sowing